Merry greetings, everyone, and welcome to part 2 of Gargoyles Review and Discussion. Previously on Gargoyles Review and Discussion, we discussed episodes 1 through 12 of Season 2. In part 2, the stakes are higher. We begin from where we left off in City of Stone Part 4 with High Noon, which also feels like a kind of epilogue to the 4-part story arc. It's the first episode to begin revealing more secrets and answering some questions while leaving more questions, such as, what's Damona's transformation like? Or are she and Macbeth still wards of the Weird Sisters? And what's their plans for them in the near future? Soon after, more secrets are revealed, such as Goliath's evil clone, Thaylog. Elisa's partner, Matt Bluestone, is also finally introduced to the clan as a potential new ally, and events from the first season reveal Fox's connection to cyberbiotics, as well as what the near future may hold. While characters discover certain secrets at later times, one lesson I noticed was while secrets are kept for possibly good reasons, we must respect those reasons, and the people we trust may reveal them when they feel ready and on their terms. Although in the case of Matt Bluestone, who finds out from outside sources, he immediately confronts Elisa about it, and it's a hard test of trust.
Tell me why. Why did you keep me in the dark for so long?
It's not that I didn't trust you. I guess I just didn't want to share them. As long as I was the only human they confided in, it made me feel special.
I think I know what you mean.
From tests of trust come chances for redemption. One for Othello from Desdemona inside the Cold Stone cyborg. Though her spirit was possessed by the Weird Sisters, and they had ulterior motives. Even Goliath must face consequences for his actions, and find redemption towards the original owner of cyberbiotics, Halcyon Renard, for the airship he and Demona invaded and destroyed the year before. It can even lead to redeeming oneself in their own eyes, or even family, when Talon, aka Derek Maza, finally admits his own mistakes to his sister and himself. Even Hudson shows his own kind of redemption, showing it doesn't just happen once in a lifetime or just to those younger than him. For despite age, he doesn't let those who underestimate him define who he is, showing he's still a capable warrior, even to the clan's enemies, which may surprisingly have planted seeds for their own redemption. However, it's also shown to have redemption of any kind takes a great deal of integrity, a lesson they all learn, especially Goliath from Halcyon Renard.
My actions. I was wrong.
I'm glad you're gargoyle enough to admit it.
It was not easy.
Integrity is never easy. It's a daily struggle, a costly struggle.
Through the continuing theme of redemption and working on personal integrity, it always requires one to adapt or be stuck in old ways and stagnate or become complacent. One who demonstrates this is Tony Dracon, who's business as usual in Manhattan's seedy underworld and expects others to be just like him, even Elisa. And she seems to be for a time in the episode Protection. But she soon turns the tables on him as she and her police colleagues entrap him and his goons, showing how deeply Dracon is blinded by his own arrogance. But other clan enemies do learn to adapt, not through integrity, but for ego and petty vengeance. Though the pack were already formidable and could hold their own against the clan, it was never enough for them. So Coyote 2.0 offered them various augmentations to become stronger, just to prove they were somehow better than the clan. But adapting doesn't just mean learning from past mistakes or getting stronger. It's also about stepping up when it's required, and how one does it, especially for Brooklyn, who's declared Goliath second in command in Upgrade. In turn, he inspires Talon to do the same, solidifying friendship and an alliance between clans. One might even question why. Why even change or expect things to go a certain way? So to quote or paraphrase another YouTuber I enjoy, change is inevitable, growth is optional, even though it isn't always easy.
I guess the corrupt are the first to believe that somebody else can be corrupted. And it's not impossible. None of us are perfect. That's why we need protection, even from ourselves sometimes.
Tell me something. Why me?
Because you're old and getting older. I thought you might even appreciate the opportunity.
Growing old terrifies you, doesn't it?
Nothing terrifies me, because nothing is beyond my ability to change. What about you? Still wasting your evenings in front of a television set? You're of little use to your clan. You might as well be of some use to me.
Open this cage and I'll show you just how useless I am.
Indeed, Hudson shows experience doesn't mean being tossed aside, or being old means someone stops learning, but that the past is meant to be learned from, and will always influence the present, and builds towards something unexpected but tantamount. Which culminates in the three-part story arc Avalon, the mythical island of Arthurian lore. Long unanswered questions are finally revealed, and blasts from the past return. We finally learn the fates of certain characters, such as Princess Catherine and the Magus and the Eggs, the unexpected return of an old enemy, the Archmage, and the arrival of a legend, King Arthur Pendragon himself, along with more remarkable secret revelations, such as the Magus, the very same one who cast the sleep spell on Goliath's clan, seeks redemption, while the Archmage, so set in his ways and ambition, had to learn to adapt real quickly.
What I did to the Gargoyles 1,000 years ago was unforgivable. I owed it to Goliath to tend the eggs.
Think. What do you want?
Ultimate power.
And revenge.
Then you will need many things. Allies, soldiers, weapons, and a base of operation. Did you think I'd forgotten our last battle? Well, I'm no longer that weakling. I could destroy you with a word.
Then why don't you?
Because I'm having too much fun.
And so begins an epic battle for dominance and survival. It's Goliath versus the Super Archmage, Elisa Maza versus Demona, the Magus versus the Weird Sisters, and King Arthur Pendragon versus Macbeth. And while our heroes do come out on top, unfortunately, not everyone makes it out of the fight unscathed. Despite the loss of a friend, our heroes still find hope. It began with the formation of an unlikely family and the rise of a new generation, including promising clan leader Gabriel, brave and adventurous Angela, and loyal and excitable Boudica. Even before the battle, hope was renewed when Angela finally met Goliath, a figure she only knew from stories, and he was no doubt a hero of legend to the Avalon clan. Goodbyes are said, and a new journey begins, much to Elisa's surprise.
My personal goal is to get back to New York as soon as possible.
Elisa, I thought you understood. Avalon does not take you where you want to go. Avalon sends you where you need to be.
Wait a minute. What does he mean, where we need to be?
Yes, what does that mean? Where you need to be? For now, a question to be answered in the next video. But I will hint that it involves a lot of world building. And for now, all I can say is please like, subscribe, comment, and ring the bell to be notified. I'm Cosmina Inspira, and thank you for watching. Stay inspired and keep defending the night.